Hey guys, KRX50 here with another review. This time I'll be reviewing the FMCS 06 Kamen Rider Meteor Storm from Kamen Rider Forza. This is the Forza Module Chain Series version of Kamen Rider Meteor Storm, Kamen Rider Meteor's first and only power-up state, or sometimes called his evolution. So this set doesn't include much, it just includes what you see here, the Meteor Storm figure and the Meteor Storm shaft. So, bring him in closer, we can take a look at the figure and its accessory. So here's Meteor Storm. On first glance, it is not too much different from, well, the regular Meteor, but there are some differences. Though it is true that there aren't much, or there aren't many. So starting off with head, it's got a... well, the base head is the same, however the face shield is different. It's now translucent yellow, and has three spikes on either side, though they aren't on the same pattern, so it isn't the regular Meteor design made symmetrical. The red eyes are a lot more clear and apparent through the visor, though that really is about all the changes in the head. Getting down to the main body, you can see that is now with this shiny metallic blue instead of black. But it still has the same kind of sparkling star design embedded into plastic itself. The collar is now gold with a orangish red kind of light here. The rest of the translucent blue pieces from Meteor has been replaced with translucent yellow from Meteor Storm. And besides the banner that drapes over this shoulder, we now have a shoulder pad for the left shoulder. The Meteor driver is not much different except that the Meteor switch has been replaced by the Meteor Storm switch. The Meteor Galaxy is the exact same, and the silver parts that were on Meteor have been replaced with gold for Meteor Storm. He still has the finger mount pointer, he still has his special pointer finger, which is pointed out like this, so I can use it to touch the finger mount panel. We'll use the finger pointer to touch the finger mount panel on the Meteor Galaxy. The legs in molding are also no different from the regular Meteor. Just have the silver parts replaced with gold, although this was blue down here, so basically all the accents are gold. Articulation-wise, it's the same as regular Meteor, and it is what's basically standard for the Forza Module Chain series. 360 rotation of the head, tilts up and down. Arms have somewhat 360 degrees, although limited by the shoulder pads. Single jointed elbow, bicep swivel, two joints in the finger, wrist swivel, waist joint, leg articulation as far as that, thigh swivel, single joint knee, though like regular Meteor, because of the less bulky design, it can bend to this point. Ankle joint, ankle tilt, ball joint to the ankle. And that's it for the articulation. Now on to his weapon, the Meteor Storm shaft. So it's this long pole arm, which as you can see is not perfectly straight because it is a flexible rubbery plastic. That being said, they did intricately mold in the details and separate out the blue part from the silver part, as well as add some silver details to this part at the end, which has the switch socket, but of course, none of the switches are removable from the FMCS figures, so you can't put the Meteor Storm switch into the Meteor Storm shaft. That being said, he can still hold on. He can hold onto it because of its length. It gives him a good range for which he can grip it with both hands. Though the looseness of the joints, at least for this one, can make things a little bit difficult. With proper maneuvering, the figure can grip onto the Meteor Storm shaft, like so. And the most I can really do with this is compare it to the regular Meteor release. As you can see, the differences I have shown are apparent. Different head, added shoulder piece, different coloring, as well as different belt. And that's about it. And that really is just about all there is to say about Kamen Meteor Storm. This is an interesting release because, well, the last time there was a secondary rider with a power-up form in the series that had a gimmick line was Kamen Rider XL's power-up Kamen Rider XL Trial in Kamen Rider Double. And that didn't get a release in the Double Form Change series because it didn't have any kind of gimmick to it. So it's kind of a surprise that Meteor Storm, which really is just just this one accessory figure that doesn't really do much because it doesn't really have anything of a gimmick, would get released. That being said, it is nice that it is released regardless. And it does have a nice design. It still retains all its articulation. And it's nice to have a two-handed weapon which can, well, is long enough for it to be gripped with two hands. So as far as this figure goes, of course it is getting an SH Figure Arts release. So really for this, it's a similar case to the rest of the Force Module Chain series. I recommend it if you like the Module Chain series and so want to collect all of them, or if you don't feel like you have the money to buy the SH Figure Arts version. And it's likely that Meteor Storm is potentially going to be one of the more expensive releases, as it might be a web exclusive release. So this could act as a substitute for that. Still, it's a nice figure, and I like it, but because of its nature, it is another figure that is recommended circumstantially. So, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and check out my channel for more videos. And for now, this is KRX50, writing off.